Hello, I'm Ron McGovern, Technical Product Manager for the Network Monitor team inside LogRhythm. One of the interesting things we can do with the dashboard is drill in to narrow down our view on specific features. So for example, if all I wanted to look at was all of our syslog traffic, I could click on this particular piece of the pie chart. And as you can see, I've drilled in and I'm only showing the syslog traffic, and I can also see that here in my table view. Now if I wanted to go back, I could just hit this little delete button up here in the filter, and that takes me back to my main view showing me all of my traffic. Well, what if I only wanted to see syslog traffic for a certain time period? Well, I could, for example, click on this blue bar here, and now it's going to ask me, are you really sure you want to make both these changes? I'm going to apply two filters at the same time. I'm going to make my application syslog, and I'm going to change to a very narrow time window. So I can say apply now, and sure enough, here I am just seeing that 1 5-minute window, and I see that my traffic is now broken apart by second as opposed to by every 5 minutes. So again, pretty easy to close that back out, but you notice my time is separate from my filters. So my time, I can come back up to my quick and choose any of our pre-built time filters. It depends, obviously, how much traffic you've captured as to whether these later ones are going to be valuable or not. In our case, I'm going to go ahead and choose 4 hours because it's a pretty good time range. You can also choose relative, so I can look at a 4-hour window from any particular period of time. Maybe I want to look at what happened between midnight and 4 a.m. or anything that happened prior to an incident within the 4 hours prior to a particular incident. If I wanted to look at specifically midnight to 4 a.m. 2 weeks ago, I could come to the absolute settings and enter in a specific date and time range. It's very, very flexible that way. Now, similarly, when we're talking about time, I can go back to my 4-hour view here, and I can turn on auto refresh. This is going to refresh the screen at a specific time interval, so I can set it anywhere from 5 seconds to 1 day, depending on what's of value to me. So I can use these dashboards to make a security operations center view or a true dashboard view that I have up on a monitor in an operations center at all times, if it's of interest or value to me. So I'm going to leave auto refresh off and go back to my last 4 hours. The next thing we want to talk about is the kinds of additional filtering we can do. So not only can we filter by drilling in, we can filter inside the table by looking for specific values. So in this case, I happen to expand a TCP row. Maybe I only want to see all my TCP traffic. I can click on the magnifying glass with a plus in it and filter just for that value. Or I can say, you know what, I don't care at all about TCP traffic. So if I click the magnifying glass with a minus, you can see that now I've got a red filter up here, and it's taken out all of my TCP traffic. There's a different way to look at information and to help me filter things in and out. If I have a numeric value, so as a good example, let's look at destination bytes, so how much data has gone from the source to the destination. I can use the less than or greater than filters. So if I only wanted to see traffic that's greater than 1.984 kilobytes, I would use my greater than symbol. And now you can see I've got a new filter, and my traffic has changed again. So using these filtering mechanisms, it's really easy to change the view that you see in a dashboard to, again, help you narrow in on what's important and what you really want to look at from a security context.